of the season. We'll be hosting for Nova and Pizza Planet. I am joined by Crypto for tonight's broadcast.
Good evening, everyone. Hope to guide you along this wonderful bout of Overwatch we're likely to see. And we are getting into it on map 1.
Map rotation will be the same this week still. Starting off on Busan as we have been. Start on Mecha Base.
Oh, Busan.
So Nova is blue team and Pizza Planet is red team.
I'll be really interested what we see over the course of this evening. There's not really any established meta out there.
It does look like Pizza Planet's going to run the Reinhardt Diva with a Soldier and Sombra with Moira and Brigitte. Meanwhile, Techno Bunny doesn't want to pick.
5, 4.
Do you reckon we see this Hog Sigma combo come out of the other team?
It looks like we are going to see it come out. I actually was expecting some swaps there.
I fully expected to see Chicky swap to Orisa there.
So Nova's going to run Sigma, Hog, McCree, Hanzo, Moira, Brigitte. And already Psycho Mantis in the back line on Sombra, just trying to get the hack. Going to get flashbang, but teleports out just in time. And Pizza Planet takes this far left rotation here, just kind of sneaks up on Nova while they were focused on Psycho Mantis. Nova's McCree, K2, is kind of caught out back here by themselves. Nova could, or Pizza Planet, my bad, could collapse on them, but they choose not to. They're going to leave McCree on the high ground up there. Pizza Planet pushing onto Nova, who has space on the point, but Chicky gets booped off the map. Pizza Planet starting to get the picks.
That was really just a masterful rotation out of it.
It was.
They strongly understand that if they just push them off the high ground, Soldier will do Soldier things and pump just plenty of damage.
They lost their McCree early in the fight too, because they weren't able to reconvene with the team, so they ultimately ended up in a 5v6 on point.
We do see the predicted swap.
Psycho Mantis is still back there. Teleports out again. John Hawk with a nice hook onto Insane, forcing him into a spot he might not want to be in. These dragons are lethal for him. Insane finally gonna fall because of it. Nerdy Buttercat's alone here, just stuck inside of the hole of Nova. Finally gonna fall. Now Nova's gonna start making their way onto the point. There's only 2 members of Pizza Planet left on point. Diva Bomb gonna be used to try and stall out for some time. EMP's gonna be big, but it doesn't get rid of the shield from Chicky.
Chicky timed that shield so perfectly, it came down mid-EMP.
And Pizza Planet's starting to recontest. They've got both tanks on point. Brigitte's back here to provide some sustain. Psycho Mantis helping out. Gets the hack on the Techno Bunny. Not going to be able to speed away. They're going to try and chase this down, but they're not going to get it. Really, really good EMP bomb combo from Pizza Planet.
That was such a high-risk play. It shows so much confidence in Psycho and system error. If that goes wrong, we talk about it as a you know, a big waste of ults, and instead we're sitting here like masterful recontest, you know, save the point.
Yeah. Psycho Mantis really playing with fire on the Sombra. They know he's back there.
He's having trouble getting the respect he deserves.
Gets a hack on the Chicky, gonna teleport out. The stack visor being used on the bridge up here. Nova doing a decent job of staying out of it. John Hawk is gonna take the focus of it too. K2 on high ground with Deadeye. That could be big. Only gonna find Alex. Is that gonna be enough to turn this around for Nova? Chicky pops down Supercharger. That could be a changer, but no, System Error is gonna get behind the shield and take it out. Now all of a sudden all that's left on point is K2 and John Hawk. They're gonna fall. Psycho Mantis getting another really good EMP off. Gonna stop Moira from using any of her abilities. And AJ tried really hard to dash on the point, but just not going to make it in time.
It really feels like the tank line with Chicky is struggling to like stay focused with Psycho in the back line.
Mm-hmm.
Their Hawk is trying to push Psycho out, and it's really just not happening.
Right.
Although this is an interesting swap.
I see.
Double shield with no Orisa, but a Bastion coming.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Hawk swapping over to Ryan, and then Chicky on B.
5, 4,
Interesting swap.
2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
This comp will put a lot of pressure on AJ to put out damage. Running that Mercy leaves you so much down on sustain in the fight. And sustain is going to be the name of the game going into against Psycho Man unless they just smash it.
Absolutely is. We have the Diva Chicky just trying to contest this ground, not letting them get the vantage position they want. But Psycho's going to finally push onto the spot he wants. Just like that, he's got free reign over the point. Chicky's going to go back up there, but he's going to get demeched for it. They've got the shield behind Psycho Mantis, ensuring that if they're... that nothing's going to flank them. This is just telling the entire team to back off. You have AJ up here on the Ashe just raining down shots, but they don't have a team to really help execute with. And Chicky gets Mecha back, but just to fall out of it immediately again. So Nova's going to be down a tank essentially for this fight.
Nova really probably needs to back out here. I don't think there's any other option.
John Hawk is walled in on point here. Gonna be able to find a way out. Oh wait, the picks are starting to come through with a snipe on the Fishy. And now a nice charge from John Hawk to dislodge Psycho Mantis.
I take back what I said. Apparently they didn't need to stop and regroup.
Yeah.
That was incredibly clean. And I think in a large way it comes down to what we said. AJ put up a lot of work in that team fight and a half that we saw go down there.
Mm-hmm.
Earned the Mercy pocket, you know, in a big way.
We have Psycho Mantis trying to get a hack on the AJ here, but Bob's going to get tossed in, immediately going to get walled off though. Shatter goes through, but it gets blocked by John Hawk. Blizzard gets tossed out, but... oh, there it is, it's on point. I didn't hear it actually proc. Rez goes through onto Insane, that's going to let Pizza Planet just start taking more and more space here on the point. But Nova's answering back with kills. A great use of Coalescence from Toking Panda.
If Psycho couldn't get respect last round, AJ's not getting it this round.
Yeah.
Even with the hard focus on the Sombra, he's still putting out just ridiculous amounts of damage.
Psycho's over here on this far left, just kind of looking for a... they're going to get the hack on John Hawk. Nova doesn't have a shield at the moment. AJ trying to snipe out Psycho Mantis. And now Pizza Planet's going to start pushing in. They get Chicky demeched. This Ant Matrix forcing Nova back, but K2's going to drop on the Death Blossom. Well, I'm not finding anybody, but enough members of Nova have already been lost, but K2 might have just dealt a blow that helps Nova come back and fight this on their next fight.
Psycho really abusing his I can see low health targets through walls and just mopping everybody up. Not putting out a ton of damage individually, but nobody gets away from the wall hacks of Sombra.
Chicky on the high ground just scouting right now while the rest of Nova is looking to go through alley back here by the train.
Oh, they're getting fast rotated on.
Pizza Planet, they caught it a little bit late though. Shatter gets blocked from Insane. EMP comes out big though, getting 4 members of Nova. Shatter goes through, not finding anybody though. Blizzard also gets invested, not finding anybody.
They had so many strong opportunities in this fight to combo up ultimates, and instead they just strung them out, throwing them in.
John Hawk shielding Chicky from being frozen. Nova's in a really good position right now to take this to the third variant of Busan.
Yeah, Pizza Planet.
Great
really
counterpin by John Hawk, but he's left a little bit alone up here. It forces Chicky into a bad position. Coalescence is going to be invested here. Already down a player in AJ, somebody who's been doing a lot for this team. Toking Panda does manage to get a pick onto the support line, and the res goes through onto AJ, but they lose their main tank. No shield to defend from this bomb. System Error is going to find Toking Panda. That's a lot of healing gone for Nova, but Ragnarok Alex gets some sort of environmental, or the stickies kills him.
He actually got trained. He was flying over the tracks and the train came through.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
I genuinely don't think that was a fight loser by Alex, because we've all been there. But that was, as they say in the business, unlucky.
Ready for battle.
Now we wind up on Sanctuary.
I'll be interested if we see any swaps. We saw Ragnarok Alex swap late. Oh, he's back off of the Echo late in that fight. But I feel like they still have to come up with some way to punish AJ in the back line. Because he's just cranking damage.
5, 4.
Psycho did come in late on the McCree and start. I don't know if they caught AJ off guard with the late swap to hit scan, but they did get a really early pick onto AJ on the McCree. So maybe Psycho Mantis is who they're expecting to deal with AJ now.
They are running double hit scan. And I don't think either Soldier or Clear are favored, but, you know, two people pressing. That can do a lot of work.
They're sending System Error onto AJ now, and Pizza Planet already had space claimed on the objective, and it's paying dividends for them now.
That's really what I was hoping to see out of the Diva swap from Hawk, is just punish and bully AJ.
Yeah.
In terms of tanks that DPS don't like to see, I think Diva has to be the top of them. Because she will come at you from across the map, fall out of the sky, and duel you even.
Nova kind of split up here. K2 does get shattered. Not going to be able to follow up on it though. And now Nova's going to get aggressive on this. Insane gets a charge pick onto John Hawk. Without their shield, Nova's going to start falling apart here. Pizza Planet acknowledges this. They're going to start getting aggressive. Dirty Buttercat maybe a bit too far forward though. It didn't look like Insane wanted to go up that far. They're going to back out, but they do get the picks they need to hold for just a bit longer.
They have forced AJ off of the Ash, which I think can only mean good things. But at the same time, they were getting a lot of value out of catching him out. They were catching him out and then luring usually Chicky away to help defend it. It's too late.
Nova trying this left side rotation. Again, they toss a bomb in. It's not going to find anybody. Good block from John Hawk, but John Hawk is going to fall immediately and no shield to block the shatter, and now Pizza Planet just collapsed on the shatter.
This is just so incredibly bad. Oh, Chicky.
Oh,
unlucky.
Chicky.
Now how oh, no stagger.
No stagger.
I was gonna say, welcome to the Overwatch Oasis.
Nova's just not been able to crack this defense of Pizza Planet on Sanctuary. Now they're being put in a position where they just have to get on point no matter the costs. Psycho Mantis using Deadeye off to the right or the left of the point, gets knocked down, but it's not going to be enough. Nova's scattered entry here was enough to just kind of hand this to Pizza Planet, it looks like. They didn't have any other choice but to just kind of rush the point.
That map as a whole was just so very back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, round one was dominant in favor of Pizza Planet, and we go to downtown, and the same is true for Nova. They're just wrecking faces, and then we go here, and it's straight back to being completely dominant in favor of Pizza Planet. So I'll be really interested to see what other maps bring, and if we see this sort of map-based, matchup-based back and forth between them.
I agree.
Where maps or points that favor Nova, they just roll on, and the same is true for Pizza Planet. Speaking of, what map are we going to next, you rabbit?
Next will be King's Row.
Oh boy, good old Scrims Row.
As long as I'm remembering
the
the
favorite
map
of all
right.
teams. Give us just a moment to set up roster swaps as appropriate and move teams around, get the map set up, and we will be right back with more quality Overwatch play.
I appreciate that the entirety of the spectators for Nova are coordinated on their icons, but the playing roster is not at all.
I don't know. That's usually you would see it the other way around.
Yeah,
but it would make it really nice if teams would always do that, and we could just quickly identify who was who.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, such is life. Mm-hmm. After seeing that first map, who are your players to watch out for on Pizza Planet?
I think right now Psychomantis. Psychomantis is showing up really dangerously on the DPS line. He's been able to contest so far Nova's DPS line and really just be a thorn in their side with the Sombra specifically.
Very true. I really liked the amount of space effectively he was creating, living rent-free in Nova's minds, invisible in their backline.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he wasn't fragging, as Sombras are likely to not do, he was a constant menace. We have swaps coming in.
Pizza Planet.
From Pizza Planet.
So they want... Where are they? There they are. Laundry in for Insane. No, not Insane. For System Error.
Teams exchanging good rounds in match chat. We see that's a good round, not a growl, by the way. Just in case anybody was worried about how friendly our teams were with each other. He does not have 12,439 SR. He has 4,000 or 2,439. I was a little worried when the average SR, which for these matches for viewers should be around 2,700 approximately.
2,750 is the cap.
2,750. And we usually see teams min-max that a little bit, but I was concerned when I saw an average team SR of 4,400, which would not suit this tier very well.
Just waiting on the ready from one team, and then we'll be back into this.
I confirmed we both have valid and valuable teams. Ah. I was wondering who Helen was.
Yeah. Get used to calling your buddies by their names, and then none of us know. Alright, we got readies from both ends, so let's get this back on the road.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Back to sunny old England. Except it's not sunny at all.
Nah. I would like a day variant of this map, like Uprising has, except not broken because of Null Sector.
Really, if I had my way, we would always be on Christmas King's Row, because there is no final. Christmas King's Row in the summertime, Christmas King's Row in the fall, spring, winter, literally always. It's so warm and cheery.
Mm-hmm.
You get to deliver the presents to the Omnic children in the slums, as opposed to delivering an EMP to kill them all, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so from the side of Pizza Planet, we're gonna have a Rhine Ball, Echo, Farah, Mercy, and Ana. And then on the side of Nova, we're gonna see Rhine Diva, Junkrat Ash, and Moira Lucio. I'm interested in this Pizza Planet comp, because it looks like they're keeping it.
Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what we see out of Nova. This is a comp that you would usually say once a Mercy.
Psycho Mantis already low, not getting topped off yet either. Oh, Super Ninja also falling weak. Insane kind of creating a distraction now. And AJ finds an early pick on the Pizza Planet's Mercy. That's going to stall out. Yep, I was just about to say, these aerial DPS can't keep playing aggressive anymore. They've also got Insane really dangerously low on health right now.
He is out. He is back with the team. But this is going to be a really interesting just attack. We've seen the closest thing to a hard counter.
Dragon Runner got slept and woken back up though. And now Pizza Planet's getting aggressive here, but it's not paying off for them. The DPS for Nova are really, really strong.
It's a really interesting situation. The tanks really are getting punished by this Junkrat. And just the chip damage. Whereas the aerial DPS are getting bullied out by AJ. Kind of a two-pronged assault. And I think they're going to have to focus on one of them to really break through.
Insane pushes back in and drops mines on them. Nano invested into Quandary here. Just going to get aggro now. Beat comes in, going to try and keep Nova topped off here. These mines might finish off. Oh, sorry, they're on the side of Quandary. Quandary will fall though. But Pizza Planet has taken a lot of real estate here on the point now, and the DPS are going to start cleaning up a really nice barrage from Super Ninja slightly behind the team. And
yeah,
Psycho Mantis is going to dupe Junkrat. Going to use the Rip Tire before the dupe wears off here. Doesn't quite make it before it wears off though, and the tire detonates.
No, that was a masterful break. You know, playing ball can be very feast or famine, but Insane dropped in there and set up a huge anti-nade out of sight.
Insane is getting really, really aggressive here. The picks are starting to come through anyway. I'm paying attention to these frontline duels, and I think I just need to keep my eyes in the air because Psycho and Super Ninja are doing so much work with the help of Clean.
It's always an interesting day where you see Reinhardt on cart duty playing King's Row.
Yeah.
That tells you that his role in this team isn't really as a main tank. It's as a, you know, defensive anchor.
Super Ninja and Psycho just keep getting picks. Clean managing their health bars really, really well, though. This has got to be tough, jumping back and forth between two aerial targets. Now you're going to see John Hawk try to contest. Unfortunately, the team falls back for them. Not enough pressure from Nova to begin with. Safety foam falls. This Reptire needs to come up big with the beam. Oh, Super Ninja better be careful. They're going to find a Sidomia in here.
I gotta say, Nova is committing some of the same sins I accused Pizza Planet of after on the second point of Busan. They're really trickling their ults in here and not making any concerted quick. Or
ooh,
and they're just getting bowled over.
Toking just can't move. They couldn't move forward at all.
This is quite a pace.
This is
coming out of Pizza Planet.
Nova did a decent job stalling for a little bit of time there on B, because that could have been much worse for them.
Indeed, and they had quite the opening built up.
Yeah.
Looking at 2v4.
But they keep losing two people right off the bat, and it makes it not seem worth it to use ultimates for them. They have finally gotten enough picks to back Pizza Planet off of the cart and finally take some space of their own here.
With the double aerial targets, you're kind of in a position opposite to the classic, where you once you lose positioning, you don't want to play Pharah.
Right.
I think it's hard versus Pharah and Echo to retake the positioning for your hit scan to push them out.
I agree.
It's going to be an interesting thing to watch just in Overwatch in general.
Hawk tosses a bomb in behind their Pizza Planet's Reinhardt. It comes up big, getting both the supports, but Super Ninja are going to try and bring it back with a barrage. Gets sniped out of the sky by AJ up on this high ground over here. A res going to come through on the John Hawk, going to make it like nothing ever happened for Nova.
I was hoping that was going to be a swap barrage out of Super Ninja, and indeed it was. They're actually retooling their comp pretty significantly. They're dropping the Mercy as well for Lucio.
Mines get invested here from Insane. That's going to push Nova back. Unfortunately, Dragon Runner's just stuck in it. Psycho gets to dupe the Reinhardt, just trying to get something out of that Shatter. Unfortunately, not getting anybody immediately, but these two tanks up here are just pushed so far up. Getting another Shatter, not finding anything again. Was that just like a crazy 360 Shatter?
I think there might have been some style points on that. I'm also not a fan. John Hawk really staggered himself there.
Dragon Runner has Shatter here, but really, really good read from Quandary, making sure it doesn't go through. Dragon Runner falls before he can even get the pin. And now the DPS on Pizza Planet are just running away with it again. Valkyrie used on the side of Nova here. Spin to win happening from Insane. Pizza Planet just trying to push this last not even meter of the cart left to go into the turn-in. Valkyrie just being used to keep their ball alive, it looks like. Insane with a really, really good slam. Finishing off a person, getting some others really, really weak. These mines are going to make it impossible for Spin to win to stall out any longer. They're finally going to turn in with 1:40 left.
That was actually turned into a pretty reasonable stall by Nova. They went into that point, I believe Pizza Planet had 4:45 on the clock.
Yeah.
And they ended it, they took 3 minutes off, which, given the steamrolling that they received elsewhere in the map, that's certainly something to look at. If they have something on that last point that gave them the advantage, where they figured something out, whether it was just positioning and winning that one fight that let AJ get set back up, it's hard to say.
I think it was finally using their ultimates. They had been put in a spot so often where the DPS were just outright winning the neutral so quickly that Nova would just back off, and I think they were calling no ults, but finally they were down 2 and they threw a couple ults at it and equaled it out, and Pizza Planet wasn't able to stay engaged because of the respawn advantage.
Very reasonable.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like we're going to see a much more traditional defensive comp coming out of Pizza Planet here, with a Ryan, Zarya, Lucio, Ana, and then McCree and the flavor of the day Echo. I'm moderately terrified at this thought of AJ on Widow based on his Ashe performance, so that'll be something to look at going into this first point attack. I don't envy Psycho Manus at all, having to take that duel.
Defend objective A.
I think if you're Pizza Planet, you don't want to play this main alley with the Widowmaker there. The risk of losing Psycho or Fiji. And they don't have a shield anymore. Really, really good hack here. Nova just looking to run in and run this team over while they don't have it, but here it is. Insane now on the Zarya, dishing out so much damage. Insane was able to profit off of that, the team getting aggressive by playing Zarya. Got up to really high charge really quickly. You can already see the glow on Zarya.
Yeah, I think that was a case of the opportunity was opened up there for AJ, and watching his ult charge, it looked like he hit probably one body shot in that exchange. And basically it was a 5v6, and even when you get that hack off, it can be hard to capitalize when you've got all that healing and a Zarya.
Dragon Runner trying to get aggressive here early. We're gonna get a bit of lag coming through here.
Sai really just punishing. Drop nades on both super. Oh, yes, that's a fat shadow followed up by the counter Deadeye, and we see them potentially taking it. Yep, that's pretty clean. There's the opportunity for a recontest.
Absolutely. Doesn't look like they're gonna take it.
This will restore you.
Nope. I think Super Ninja thought better of it wisely.
5 minutes to get through B. Certainly a respectable time bank. Oh, but Super Ninja with an early pick on the AJ. Luckily, some of that's going to be chalked up to the cart coming out, so they'll have a chance to come back and rejoin before this an actual fight starts.
Yeah, Super Ninja's bombs.
Dragon Runner already lost shield, though. This is going to make it really hard. They're going to have to use cart for cover for a little while here and not be able to actually aggress. It's going to let the DPS of Pizza Planet just kind of run wild for a minute.
Yeah, Pizza Planet's cart control here is a little lacking. They're just backing off.
Shatter blocked by Dragon Runner. That's really big. Here comes a tire from Sidomia. Not going to get anything thanks to a really good sound barrier from Clean. The lessons involved by Panda keeping the team alive through all of this. A dupe bomb going through. Is it going to find anything? No, even Bobble lived through it. Finally some picks coming through thanks to Super Ninja. The longer these fights go on, if you don't kill off Echo, she will eventually wreck your team because of that beam. You're not going to stay at full health forever in the middle of a team fight, and once that stops, Echo's going to start farming.
Echo Beam really punishes slow play, and fortunately Nova isn't running it for Pizza Planet, because that slow backing style where they were just giving up space, waiting for the perfect opportunity to take a fight. I think they would have just got ripped apart by a focusing beam as soon as something looked a little bit broken.
Shatter coming through, but blocked by the Zarya bubble, actually. That is a really big shatter, but they're not going to be able to execute on it because of John Hawk's bomb, and it also gets Psycho. That's a decent chunk of damage gone for Pizza Planet. They're having to back off because of it. Nova's just getting really aggressive. They're going to leave the cart behind here. Sidomia getting a pick up of the main tank. Coalescence being invested here aggressively. Now they're just pushing Pizza Planet back, but Pizza Planet does answer with kills onto the DPS line of Nova. All of their damage is gone. You have the Moira and the Diva back here just trying to get the kill on the Super Ninja. Finally get it. They're going to return to get 3 on cart here. Try and get that 33% extra movement speed on the cart.
Psycho swapping to the Bastion here. I'm not sure how I feel about this. If they can set this recontest up.
And they've got the recontest, so this is going to melt Dragon Runner's shield. They don't have a shield anymore to sit here and this choke and kind of just fight. They have to respect this Bastion. AJ finally getting a pick on their Reinhardt. Sidomia's going to use it. It gets shut down by Psycho Mantis. And this grab is really big. Has 4 members of Nova in it. Duped Bob coming through. That's a really useful ultimate to have with the duplicate. Sidomia getting a pick up of Fiji. That's a lot of healing gone for Pizza Planet. But now the Bob's starting to do work. Now the Echo is starting to do work. Nova's still in this though. It looks to be a 4v4 right now with some help from the Bastion from behind for Pizza Planet. Reinhardt trying to back John Hawk off, but John Hawk is not going anywhere. Choking Panda with a pick onto Insane. That's big. That's a tank gone now. The respawn advantage obviously is going to go to Pizza Planet, but it doesn't look like Nova wants to give this up. They've got reinforcements on the way, but can they hold out long enough to get them there? Psycho Mantis going to go on ahead and use this ultimate. Gets a little bit blocked by John Hawk's defense matrix. Now they're going to chase after the support line that's been hiding back over here in the alley. I think with the loss of Token Panda, you finally need to just call it and get out, regroup. It looks like Nova wants to do that.
I really think
good late pick from Sidomia. If they can get that Moira back quickly, maybe get with the taxi. Yeah, safety foam goes back to pick up Toking. With this, Nova's going to be able to recontest, and they're not going to have their Ana to give the nano boost to anybody on Pizza Planet. John Hawk immediately going to dive out this Bastion. Bastion's stuck in a fucking hard place with the bomb. Has to rush in Sidomia. Dragon Runner uses Shatter. It doesn't knock anybody, but the Shatter from Pizza Planet comes up big, knocking down 3 members of Nova. Sidomia gets a really good Riptire here, targeting the Echo, getting rid of all the damage, but this nano boosted Reinhardt's going to do so much work on the card. So much AoE damage coming in from him. Nova's gonna overcome it anyways, though. Finally turning it on B.
I feel like, looking at it, Nova is really struggling to close fights out, and that's really what's costing them more than anything in terms of time bank. Even when they are taking fights they should very clearly win, they're taking a lot of time to win them.
Well, Dragon Runner's kind of up here alone. This Pizza Planet looks to acknowledge this. Oh no! Insane's gonna fall off of the map from Reinhardt swings. And just like that, they've lost one of their main damage dealers. Good Maywall here gonna buy Pizza Planet just a little bit of time, but Sidomia breaks down one of the pillars and gets a mine kill on the Vigi. Well, that's how you get one of your tanks back in the fight. You duplicate the enemy Reinhardt and get a nice Shatter, knocking down 2 members of Nova. Graviton Surge coming through as well, getting 3 members of Nova. Really, really good sound barrier from, I believe it was Safety Foam? Yes, it was. Sidomia's turning this fight around almost single-handedly now. They have killed 4 members of Pizza Planet. I don't even think they're not going to be able to touch.
Sidomia put on just an absolute killer performance there. That was one of the more impressive Junkrat displays I think I've seen recently. And obviously it's all set up with the help of his team. The support line getting them to survive through not only Insane's grab, but the dupe Shatter, and I think also Jandros's Shatter. So 3 huge ults that all made some portion of like connect on each member. And living through that is a real testament to their ult discipline.
Yes, it's so much talk about Sidomia's Junkrat right now. It is absolutely nothing to scoff at. Sidomia is so dangerous on the Junkrat. So it looks like Pizza Planet gonna opt for the Ryan Zarya, May McCree, Ana Lucio. Slightly different look from what we've seen from them so far, and Nova gonna run Ryan Diva, Junkrat Soldier, and Moira Mercy. I assume you're running the Mercy for the damage boost here. Both of your DPS greatly benefit from that.
Yeah, I suspect we see the Mercy firmly.
Pizza Planet's just, they're just trying to mug whoever they can get walled off here, but that happens to be Sidomia and Dragon Runner. Dragon Runner with a charge gets flashbanged out of it, and now Nova's just gonna collapse on Reinhardt. Both Reinhardt's down right now. I think if you're Nova, you might want to back out and get John Hawk healed up. Oh, they're gonna lose their mecha. But Dragon Runner revived. This doesn't mean they have an equal amount of tanks right now. I think you push while you have spawn advantage. Sidomia finding a pick already onto one of the supports for Pizza Planet. Vigi just running away. Both supports for Pizza Planet down. This looking to be an early full take on A in overtime rounds.
I think one of the key things there, Psycho got way over aggressive. He ice blocked up onto the high ground. Well, got knocked, and then he traveled all the way into attacker spawn mini and got caught out by AJ and wasn't back in time for the fight.
I think right now you just don't want to leave this cart behind. You have to acknowledge if you're Nova, there are 2 members of your team that aren't pushed up with you right now.
I really like the idea that Sidomia had here.
Yes.
He's thinking, if there's only one on the cart, I'll punish it and they'll be done.
This Riptire could be big for Nova. It doesn't find anything though. I think that Riptire was their key to getting a lot of progress. Huge ante coming in from Pizza Planet. 3 members caught on the side of Nova. And they're just trying to play the sustain war right now. Dragon Runner returns, but they lose Sidomia. That's a lot of damage gone. Now all of their damage gone. A nice pin through the grab, and it's looking like Pizza Planet's going to wrap this up here. John Hawk just doing his best to stay alive on the cart, wait for his team to get back, throws out a bomb. It's going to get blocked by by all 3 things that can block it on this. Gets blocked by the bubble, the shield, and the sound barrier.
Looking at how that, like, the first fight into the second fight really played out, I feel like Nova went for a really defense-focused strategy with the thought that we will crush into first point and take it, and after that, you know, whatever happens, happens. Because you look at the other team running a Zarya, you're running no defensive ultimates, and ultimately that is what did them in. Safety Foam even had Valkyrie. Which, you know, imagine a world where that's a Lucio beat, or, you know, Zenyatta Transcendence, if you will. That's big. And it charges slow, and it's not an exact comparison, but it was very short-sighted, but in a focused, positive manner. They had a strategy, they knew what they needed to do, get first point progress, and then whatever happens after that, they'll worry about when it comes to defense time. I'm interested to see what comes of this Symmetra. If they're really wanting to bowl over, they might have a hard read on this double shield coming out of Nova, actually.
I think the plan is to teleport somewhere kind of behind Nova here, and you get Psycho setting up turrets and Super dealing out a bunch of damage with the Reaper, and you can't lose with all the damage going through. Psycho gets really aggressive trying to get this turret out of play though, and falls immediately, but it looks like it might be worth it because attention diverted, and they're going to lose members of Nova really quickly because of this. Dragon Runner with a nice charge might be able to bring this back. Super Ninja is still alive though and doing a lot of work for Pizza Planet. Dragon Runner acknowledges it's trying to get rid of him. Still have 4 members of Pizza Planet here ready to recontest, while Nova's just trying to hurry up and get back. They just got their 4th member back in the fight. Meanwhile, all 6 of Pizza Planet are here, and John Hawk is lost early. Coalescence being invested just to try and keep Dragon Runner alive here. It's not going to work out for them. Pizza Planet are just slowly, just completely taking over on point A. They were going to slowly make that happen as soon as they had the spawn advantage they had. And now Nova will
both teams are relatively ult neutral. You're looking at a Reaper ult coming out of Pizza Planet, and probably Lucio.
Here's the Reaper ult. He dropped in behind Nova back here. Oh, but that punishes both of the DPS for Pizza Planet. That is far less than ideal for what their team's looking for to turn this card in.
So if they aggressively
they just respawned. Yeah, I think that Nova's losing a chance here to get aggressive. They yoink them all off of cart, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to get pulled back down onto it. Pizza Planet's Reinhardt is so weak right now. Psycho Mantis just trying to beam somebody down. Dragon Runner uses Shatter. He's going to find 4 with it. He falls so quickly, though. Really, really good eat from John Hawk here. Not letting Insane Shatter, or sorry, Graviton go off. And Nova's slowly getting this, but they're not getting it fast enough. These picks need to happen faster. Pizza Planet's gonna start respawning. Here comes a Riptire now.
Probably end this.
Oh, it's huge! That is what they needed. Now they just rush down Super Ninja.
Victory.
Nova taking map 2. Score 1-1 right now.
Nova's first point focus of crack that defense, and then, you know, get all the current push you can with what's left. Really paying off there. I would like to highlight one misstep coming out of Pizza Planet that I think had a pretty high potential to change the direction this went. On the first tele push, Jandros fell back into spawn after he took the teleporter, meaning he was probably 7 or 8 seconds late to that initial engage. He never built ult on that attack route. And
Gotcha.
with a Reinhardt in a devolved fight, like what happened, those 7 or 8 seconds, very easily, that's one fire strike for, potentially
You hit 3 people with a
11%.
fire strike, and that's so much potential ult charge. And if you lose that,
And that
7 or 8 seconds, that could have been the difference between being at 70% to shatter to having shatter.
Indeed. And that could have been you combo that with the Reaper ult. You just have to clean up yourself, naturally with the comp you're running. That could have been an opportunity for them to actually finish out that map if they had another tank ult. But overall, excellent round from both teams. I don't mean to nitpick. I'm just that was one thing that I specifically saw being a main tank player myself. Your eyes tend to gravitate towards what you know best.
Right. Now I have to remember which of these players belong to what team. One of you belongs to Pizza Planet.
No. Oh, there we go. Swab's probably coming in momentarily.
There's the swaps.
Hooray, as they say.
But I don't know why I picked Psycho. Boop. There we go.
You're good on Pizza Planet side. And waiting for Mr. Hawk to drop the knowledge on us on the other side. So, obviously that map was much closer and much more, I'll say, evenly distributed than the previous.
Definitely.
What do you think? Oh, no swaps coming out of...
Nova?
Oh, nope. That's insane rating. My bad. Pizza Planet ready? I don't have anything out of Sidonia though. I need to hurry up and finish my standard issue spreadsheet that will just do it for them. which I started work on. But
I was actually going to ask you about that, how that was going. I know you mentioned it before, but I didn't hear anything past mentioning.
well, back when I was part of the Corgi Core, I developed like a beta version that Zelda would use, and that you probably still use it as
Yeah,
El
I still
Capitan.
okay. Yeah, I do still use that.
But I was gonna go larger and make it more generic so that all teams can use it, and it would also make it easier on Stream Team because it would produce pastable chunks that you can just paste into match chat.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be in our preferred swap form where it tells us who to go to who, as opposed to just here's the new lineup.
Huh.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so there is the Nova lineup.
Sai playing tank?
Yes, Sidomi has been playing a little bit of tank here and there, more and more lately.
Interesting. We are seeing that powerhouse DPS duo K2 and AJ that we saw on Busan back. And we're seeing Sakura back as well as safety. So from London to Russia. Oh, we are seeing. I just sort of processed. We're seeing Korean Wannabe in for the first map
Yes,
that
sir.
he's played. And DPS Phenom. Really enjoy watching him play. Always high quality, very scary to play against. I'll be interested to see what this consists of. My brain says Tracer. We'll see, what it looks like on the other side.
Just double checking readies and then we'll go in. Alright.
We got the OKs.
On to Volskaya.
Now we go to Motherland.
Absolutely.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
What say you to reach?
Initiating match.
Okay.
Attacking team better break all these banners or I'm going to be very sad.
Ready for battle.
So On the side of Pizza Planet, we're looking at Rhine Ball again. Very entertaining. Soldier Farah and Mercy Ana. Meanwhile, on the side of Nova, we're going to see Rhine Diva, McCree, and a recent swap to Farah, and Moira Lucio, though there may be that may be subject to last second swaps. Yeah, the support line just swapped up to Mercy Moira.
I'm casually expecting a DPS swap as well. Maybe not. I seeing AJ off hit scan. Interesting. Ah, the Farah, the classic console Overwatch experience.
You have Nova just kind of pushing it on the right side of this objective. They're going to cross over, try to take advantage of Pizza Planet, who's a little bit split up right now, but Insane slides into the backline, managing to get a pick on the safety foam. A lot of healing gone, but now Pizza Planet loses their main tank. Going to get rezzed up, as well as the Moira on the side of Nova. These Faras are doing a lot of work for their team. Super Ninja getting rid of his counter. Now Super Ninja allowed to just play on their own. Vigi helping out with the Farah duel. And now it's just Pizza Planet running Nova home.
Nova indeed means do not go in Spanish. Do not collect $200. Oh, I'll be, yes, there's the swaps I was kind of expecting. I feel like they don't like taking that heads up Farah duel.
Yeah, AJ swaps over to the Hanzo. Now you have a Soldier. Almost just wholesale changes. AJ now on the Ashe. Hard to sleep. Cynovia gets slept on Diva. Chilling in the choke. Wondering getting aggressive. Sorry, Dragon Runner. Super Ninja just gets in behind Nova, just completely wrecks them, honestly, with the barrage.
Trying to keep that tank line of Dragon and Sai alive, really losing focus on where that Farah is, and you know, it's no fun to get airstruck.
I think you want to keep AJ up on that high ground on top of the building in between this choke here, and just make sure Farah's not flying above this little bridge. Shatter coming through, not only going to get Korean Wannabe down, they're going to toss the bomb in, able to hide behind the forklift. The ball, the Ana, and the Mercy are. Nova kind of really split here. Support line getting dove on by Insane because the tank line is just too far forward. This is.
I'm really interested.
I think this is mostly being decided here by Nova just pushing in, really split.
Yeah, we've seen it on both ends. We've seen, we've kind of seen different groups happen. We saw tanks push in, and also healers were supporting them. The DPS were trying to visit. Oh, that is a fantastic scene. And then that time we actually saw a Korean Wannabe up there with the DPS, or with the tanks, pushed onto the point. But the supports were nowhere to be found, so it's really kind of alternating
Super Ninja is just getting the better of his counter picks. He's going to fly in above the bridge again, gets another pick onto the DPS, and Super Ninja single-handedly just wiped out Nova's DPS line here.
You know it's going to be a bad day when double hit scan is getting very decisively manhandled by Farah.
Yeah. Super Ninja is just proving to be another really early pick with the help of the damage boost onto AJ. That's his main counter gone. Can Nova afford to hold off for just a moment? I don't think so. And Super Ninja gets behind them again!
I think they're done. I don't even think they can touch here, even if they wanted to.
No, this is
obviously they want.
Pizza Planet is going to full hold Nova on A for Volskaya.
Oh my. We are, I suspect we might be seeing kind of what we talked about in the middle of Busan, where there are points that favors one of the team's playstyle compositions, and when the stars align for them, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation for Nova. The best they can hope to do now is draw on Volskaya.
And doesn't get the name Drawskaya for a reason.
I think every
Usually
2CP
that-
map has some sort of variant, like a name variant with draw in it. Except for Paris. That one's just called Everybody Hates that map.
I was gonna say
The terrible
we've got
map.
Drawmora, Drawskaya. Anubis doesn't really have one.
I've
never
heard a
heard
lot of
Draw
people
Anubis.
refer to it as Draw Nubis, yeah.
I've never heard that one before. Instead of Horizon Lunar Colony, I have heard Horizon 8 CP. But I'm also one of the 6 people who likes that map, so.
I'm also one of the
It is
6
what it
people who likes that map. I think it provides entertaining games, both to watch and to play.
33%? Let's go.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Oh, we are seeing Korean Wannabe on the Tracer that I was hoping for, and then a pretty standard comp coming out of Nova with AJ back on hit scan, McCree this time.
Oh, that's not what you can
And-
afford to see here. That's a lot of damage already gone for Nova, and the fight didn't even start yet. They haven't whittled away any of Pizza Planet's resources. Fizzy with an early pick on the safety foam, and things are already falling apart for Nova. Pizza Planet just completely collapsing on them from all angles here. Nova not able to come up with a single pick here. Sidomi is left, but nobody's going to be able to come back, and that is going to be a very fast Volskaya in favor of Pizza Planet.
That, so obviously there's not a lot of analysis to run on that.
No.
Ending that point, Tracer, fastest ult build in the game, played by one of the finest Tracer players I know, Korean, 34%. Super
Yeah.
Ninja, who I have not seen play Pharah before, but is very impressive looking, much slower building ult, 75% ult charge at the end of that map.
Yeah. No, Super Ninja is, like, very scary on Farah.
I would certainly not want to go up against him myself. Also, Insane? Or not Insane.
What about Insane?
I was gonna say, I have brain like derp and missed who was playing ball.
It was
It
Insane.
was Insane who was playing ball.
It was Insane, yeah.
He had a low-key very strong performance come out. I think it said he had an 18 kill streak or 15 kill streak, something like that.
That wouldn't surprise me, yeah. Insane is extremely strong when it comes to playing Wrecking Ball. One of the better balls I've had to go up against.
Quality play. Quality
Very.
Oh! Insane going insane indeed, Red Hood Kitty.
And we'll wrap things up on Route 66.
Oh, we're wrapping things up on Route 66. Is that a prophecy for how this next map goes there, Mr.
It
Gravity?
might be.
Man, that
The
is
thing
such
is,
a
this
hard
map
call.
plays into
Oops.
both of these teams' strengths that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I certainly would not be looking forward to the defensive or offensive Ash out of AJ.
Mm-hmm. You can also get away with Farah really, really well up until point C on this map too, which Super Ninja has just looked dominant on.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with point 2 as much because it is so open, but definitely point 1, like a Farah, especially a Farah hold where you just peek the corner of the cliff. Ooh, can be very nasty to deal with. And you're giving Korean Wannabe, if he goes and plays the flankers that I was expecting. First point, attack and defense both have a lot of space to get behind the other team.
Right.
Okay, we have Insane out for system error. Super Ninja out for Ragnarok Alex. And then a full support line swap to Clean Poopy and Nerdy Buttercat. Gosh, I can't believe I just said his name. We agreed to call him Clean.
Now we just await the Nova swaps.
Indeed.
I should actually rotate these around again. Give me just a sec.
Of course, of course. Try exclamation point Discord Patriotic Alpha, and if that's not set up yet, I'll get you a link. Yes, that is what happened, Kirby. Full hold and then 33% and Dunzo. It was clinical. No problemo.
This has been a really fun series to watch so far. It's been really back and forth. Volskaya was a bit one-sided, but I think that really, like you said, came down to just Volskaya hard countering Nova.
Well, that's it, it's been. I have to say, the momentum is certainly pushing towards Nova's favor. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or blah, not.
Pizza Planet.
Not Nova's favor, but Pizza Planet's favor.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it go back and forth, but that was arguably the most dominant display we've seen, even more than some of the Busan points, which were very clean as well. And I'm interested to see what we look like here going into the next point. We are seeing a latecomer to Nova. Got the closer coming in.
All right.
I don't know who it is yet. Should we start the countdown timer?
You
now
mean
that
the one? I'm keeping up with the time.
right. Okay, cool. As long as you're square.
Mm-hmm.
Chicky John, AJ Rusha, Sakura
and Bunny. Tank, damage, support. We do have, well, okay. Jesus. Fair enough, Sai. I'll get you that. So Hawk is coming back in, and Chicky is coming in. AJ staying where he is, Rusha there, Sakura, and safety out, Bunny in? Do we even have a Bunny? Oh,
yeah, Techno Bunny. Did we get, yeah, we got a ready from Pizza Planet. We're just waiting on ready from Nova.
We did never officially get SRs, but we should be fine. Oh.
No.
I think...
So there's Novas, and we have pizzas. Okay. Alright, we got readies from both sides. Let's start up this fourth and final map. Well, maybe final map.
Are you ready to put your cowboy boots and hat on there?
Heck yeah.
Let's go. I really don't know what to expect other than we will see probably the primary and the other Yeehaw both. We've seen a lot of cowboys and cowgirls today. Well,
we have.
I guess we've seen exactly one cowboy and one cowgirl today. Just a lot of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes two at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen... Shoot, I suppose. Oh no, Echo doesn't really do it because... So there's a world where we could see 4 McCrees at the same time. If both teams are playing McCree Echo and both duplicate Echo at the same time, we could have ourselves a right proper hoedown.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Check this out.
Alright, so on the side, I just swapped everybody up. Okay, Nova, blue team. Pizza Planet, red team. We have Chicky on Orisa, John Hawk on Roadhog, Rusha on Soldier, AJ on Ash, Sakura on Lucio, and Techno Bunny on Moira. On the side of Pizza Planet, we have System Era Diva, Quandre on Reinhardt, Ragnarok Alex on Echo, Korean on McCree, Clean on Mercy, and Nerdy on Ana.
Stop the payload.
So we're going to see the Mercy Echo over here on the side of Pizza Planet. Meanwhile, you're going to have a high ground hold from Nova here on the top of the gas station. Oh, right, Alex immediately going to delete John Hawk here. And now that's the go button for Pizza Planet to come up here and just start aggressing on Nova. Gonna have to back down though. Enough sustain here from Nova to kind of back Pizza Planet off, but these angles that Pizza Planet are able to take, but AJ picks off Mercy. No res available for Pizza Planet anymore.
Ragnarok Alex?
Yep, Rusha's gonna get the pick now, but Chicky falls on top of the gas station. There's no longer a shield on the side of Nova, but it looks like Nova's done enough damage. Pizza Planet have to back off. John Hawk's gonna pepper down the shield on the side of Pizza Planet from Quandary.
Whew. Pizza Planet looking mighty weak after that play. That was very close. System Error still has no HP. Jandros is just now getting cleaned up, and Korean escaped with about 23 HP.
Ooh, Alex needs to be careful. AJ almost two-tapped him. Now you have, I believe that is Chicky who has made the swap on the Reinhardt. Getting really aggressive here into a nano Deadeye and finally gonna fall here. Good pick from John Hawk. He's able to use Take a Breather to live to that. Korean in the backline just existing for free. Finally shut down by Sakura. Nice melee will take care of that problem. Coalescence being used from Techno, but a huge nano, or sorry, anti gonna prevent any healing from coming through. Now it's just to chase down Sakura. Chicky trying to get a pick here, see if they can set up for their team to come back in. Unfortunately, oh, so much damage from those sticky bombs. Just immediately gonna delete Chicky from the fight. AJ was trying to recontest and is now just committed. Gets a pick on the Ragnarok though before they head out, so... Oh, but the res is gonna come through and negate any benefit of it.
I mean, just taking that res offline in this next fight, as long as they don't let it devolve too long, is something.
Very fair.
Or even if they do let it devolve, you know, there's always the opportunity that it inconveniences them.
Now you have Pizza Planet getting aggressive. Quandary able to get a double fire strike and shatters the other two. A pin kill on the John Hawk. There is basically nothing left for Nova to work with here. Chicky able to get a late pick on the Korean, but can't even. Where did Chicky? Oh, Chicky died. Okay.
Quandary is definitely living up to the cowboy theme and upping the ante.
Now you have Rusha on Tracer just trying to come back in touch. Gotta pressure these squishies off of their spawn area right here. Korean gonna try and get the flashbang to finish off Rusha, not able to find it. Flashbang offline, and AJ's gonna execute on that Deadeye. And now Nova has a chance to push in a little bit here. This bomb could come up really big though. Chicky able to shield it for themselves, but they lose two to it. Now Ragnarok Alex is flanked behind them. Nano Reinhardt onto John Hawk. Nice tag team from Chicky and John Hawk to kind of negate this. Able to shatter the Echo, not able to find the kill on the Echo though. And the only thing that stops this car from being turned in right now is Moira and Reinhardt. They both fall. Korean wannabe has swapped off to Tracer. Said they want to take this Tracer duel with Rusha.
Based on the beating that they just offered up, I like the odds.
Yes, Pizza Planet is setting a blistering time so far here on Route 66. Having 4 minutes in the time bank when you turn in on B is a lot to work with, and Rusha gonna get the better of Korean now. They're gonna force Pizza Planet to back off a little bit here. It took I think they only used Coalescence here. Shatter gets blocked, it looks like. Yeah, from Quandary. That was a really good block from Chicky. Had that not been blocked, that's likely a turnaround for Pizza Planet. Huge anti. Half of the team on Nova can't be healed.
This is really, I feel like Pizza Planet got a little cocky and are need to be backing out of this fight, but
yeah. I got the res, everybody's back, and all of a sudden it kind of looks like Nova maybe pushed up a little too far. If AJ falls here trying to take this duel with Korean, that's going to kill Nova. AJ manages to back out though and find their team. Nano, their Tracer, Korean. Rusha gets a pick on the Quandary though. AJ falls, but not before getting Bob off, and Bob is going to start doing work. Knocking Echo out of her ults. Rusha gets a D-mech and leaves the Diva alone, it looks like. Just gonna let them kind of build their mecha back. John Hawk was just inches away from a hook that could have staggered out Pizza Planet even more. Nova seems to have found their footing here on this corner.
Looking at it, do you think that the nano boost on the Korean was intentional? That's a.
I feel like it's not. I don't think you ever want to, unless it's your last hope, nano a tracer.
Yeah.
And this coalescence is going to be used to assist John Hawk in getting this whole hog off safely. And Chicky gets in front of them, blocking the sleep from hitting anybody. Now it's just a brawl here. It's a sustained war that Nova probably can't win. Chicky's shield gets broken. Shatter gets off for free. John Hawk's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get focused down. And now they're just going to start pushing into Nova, who's just trying to get out with their lives. Hanzo can see them up on that trailer, so... Lots of ults were used, and Nova is coming up on quite a few right now. A good hook on the Quandary from John Hawk. That's going to really slow down. If not, yeah, that's just going to completely force Pizza Planet out of this fight. And a late pick on the Ragnarok Alex is going to help them just chip away at this time bank. And all of a sudden, you had 4 minutes to work with on C, and now you're down to one good team fight. And then a stagger contest. But that early pick on the Rusha, that's going to help a lot. These dragons are going to come through. It splits Chicky off from the rest of her team. And they get slept. They're not... Oh, they wake up in time. Able to block the bomb for themselves. Kind of got tossed behind the payload. Bob put in a really good position here. It can still see inside this hallway here. Reinhardt's all alone. Gonna get whole hogged. And Nova's turning this around. They have turned this around.
That is going to go down as a really unfortunate team fight for Pizza Planet. They had multiple opportunities that they really didn't capitalize on well. Korean hit a really nice, the actual zoning dragon, and then they did not push into Chicky and finish. They slept Chicky, and then woke her up before bomb could go off, letting her block it for her team. There's a lot of
big shatter from Chicky. But the beat is really big as well from Clean. That's going to keep their team topped off through all this. And now Chicky's not there to block the shatter for their team. And Pizza Planet's going to get a lot done with this between Alex in the back line with Visor and the shatter. Pizza Planet just found themselves in a really favorable position here to turn this cart in on C, albeit in overtime. That doesn't mean as much though on Escort. I don't even know if Nova contests. They can't. They don't make it in time.
They were very close to making that contest. I'm glad that fight previous to the last one didn't come back to bite Pizza Planet. It would have been a shame to see such a strong push halted right there, given how well they played through points 1 and 2, just rapidly, quick fire, taking fights, inning them.
Absolutely. Really big props to Nova though. They were kind of being pushed back really hard there for a little bit, and then they finally found their footing on C enough to pull off a 4-minute hold to just run Pizza Planet out of time bank entirely. Even if they turn the cart in, they're only going to have a minute to work with now, where they were sitting cozy looking at a 2.5, maybe 3-minute time bank at the pace they were moving at.
Absolutely. I think... based on that attack, I think the deciding factor going into this last round, not this one, but if we have another one, will be, can they match the breakneck pace that they pushed through on the first attack?
Right.
And I think Nova has quite the task ahead of them if that's the case. It does look like they're going for what I call the inevitability comp with Grav Dragon, which might not be as fast, but is very consistent as they push through.
Alex is still on the Soldier, and they've still got Korean on the Tracer. Not a whole lot of hard counters being tossed around in these teams right now. Korean wannabe jumping into the back line here, just trying to take out AJ on Hanzo, but has to recall out. Nova turns around in time for him.
Absolutely.
Rusha with an early pick on the Korean wannabe, but Alex is on the right side behind this billboard, just kind of doing free damage. Nova hasn't turned around to look at him, and that's forcing Bunny to stay back. AJ finally finishes them off, and system error gets caught between a rock and a hard place, quite literally, over here, and loses Mecha. Chicky falls, but I think Nova's done enough work here that all they have to really clean up now, well, they have to get on cart and clean up Korean wannabe, and that should be A for them. Ragnarok Alex recontesting though from the bridge in between the canyon. Pizza Planet are gonna want to recontest this. Well, I say that, but they don't.
And then they get late staggered kill. That was...
Yeah.
Well, I would never say that Junkrat and Hanzo hard counter tracer. It's a rough life to live when every little piece of spam damage going around, even if it's not aimed at you.
Yeah.
You know, because it's game ender. And I think he was probably a little cautious about engaging on the cart with not anyone else there. And it cost...
I'm starting to think these nanos are intentional. They give it to Korean again, but Ragnarok Alex is going to be the one that does all the cleanup here with Attack Visor. And you use, what is that? You use 3 ultimates there to shut down that push.
Yeah, 3 ultimates to, well, you are setting up the chokehold, which is pretty nice. I do
but
not
Nova
like
uses nothing. Nova's coming up on or about to have 5 ultimates online, and if AJ's landing his arrows, it's not going to take AJ very long to get dragons. Meanwhile, and as I talk about AJ landing shots, Korean though sneaks up behind them in the mine shaft and gets a free 3K.
So that's going to bolster their ult economy a lot.
It is.
That gives them the opportunity.
Late pick on the Alex. That's a really late pick on the Alex. Luckily, Alex will be able to get back quickly if they stay on the soldier, just due to, you know, legs. But that was a really late pick here. Nova's going to be able to regroup fully and try this again in a 6v5. If they push, Alex has rejoined the fight now.
I do take back what I said to some degree. They won that so quickly. Nova didn't use any ults, so they really didn't get any ult economy gains out of it. They just got a little bit of time. They aren't actually in much better spot.
And they put AJ on the cart here, so even though they're fighting way up here, this cart is still moving. They haven't forgotten about it. They're not just playing for the fight waiting. Alex is going to fall quickly due to the Discord orb. You have Korean up here just looking to do something. Chicky with a nice shatter onto both of the tanks and the Lucio on the side of Pizza Planet. Rusha Rose is going to get a nice pick onto the Baby Diva. Korean sounds? Yep. Oh, Nerdy Buttercat just chilling in the saloon right now. Sakura has called them out. Alex trying to get the pick onto the Ana though. Sakura has to hide now because of the damage that was done with the soldier. That grab is very interesting.
That might have been the hard stall grab, where you just launch it under the walkway, and if anybody walks out to contest, they can't.
But it only caught Alex, and then you threw the dragons in, so now you've used 3 of your ults.
It's entirely possible. We kind of see a repeat of Pizza Planet's original attack. They stormed in here with about 4 minutes again.
Oh, that shatter bomb was really good.
It
forced Chicky to have to protect somebody who was down, and it left 2 other people out in the open, and now Pizza Planet's able to aggress.
We really truly have seen kind of a repeat, unless Nova just cracks this nut right now. It's the same story. Breakneck pace through points 1 and 2, and then held at the doors for far too long.
No, they're going to start pushing back in here. Pizza Planet holding this high ground advantage with the Soldier and the Lucio. They're going to pop Trance. Looks like aggressively, but they don't push very far forward with it. AJ back on the Hanzo, though. Immediately going to pick up the Alex, but they get dove out. Have Nerdy Buttercat up here. I'm listening to them just rain down shots from the trailer. Uncontested.
John Hawk got way more done there than he had any right to.
Yeah.
But that Techno, I don't think that Trance was as aggressive as it was meant to be. He was coming up mid when the rest of his team was in the side alley.
Right.
He tranced back into his team because he got caught. And
oh, okay.
They almost turned it into something. In fact, I would argue they ended up getting halfway.
AJ early pick on the Korean wannabe. No, the recurring trend here is that Nova's consistently getting the first pick here. Chicky has to be careful. They sleep the Reinhardt, opening up a free shatter here. And now Rooster's gonna pop Tac Visor. This could be devastating for Pizza Planet, depending on how these daggers roll through. If you kill Alex here, that's huge. But now you have to be careful if you're John Hawk that you don't get stuck in a 1v4 up here. Very, very good flashbang, shutting down the shatter. Korean wannabe though, bringing this fight back. They're anti, they can't be healed right now, but Chicky can't get aggressive either because of the anti on them. Nova's still, well, as soon as I say that, Pizza Planet gets 2 picks again.
So the worst case scenario for Nova happened.
Yeah.
They went in, they used ults. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sakura did. And Pizza Planet
Sakura
still
was
did have
on
ults remaining.
Zenyatta, if I am not mistaken.
No, Techno was on Zenyatta. He swapped after the trans.
My bad.
But they gave Pizza Planet the opportunity to stabilize with this small ult advantage they had. And now they're gonna have to probably push this out with no portals, but probably everything else.
Kind of just forcing out cooldowns and ults right now. No picks really coming through. But finally, you have Pizza Planet kind of sandwiching Nova right now. It's becoming a serious problem for them.
I really would have liked to see Nova back out and take one last fight. And they're not going
the shatter could have turned things around if the rest of Nova was here.
It's gonna feel really bad when Hawk, reached the spawn grab because his team didn't link to the re-engage. Here it comes, I'm sure.
John Hawk able to use his own bubble to keep them alive, but losing 2 members in the process. I don't see how Nova pulls this back. Chicky on Diva just to get back, but it's not enough time. It's the 3rd objective or map win for Pizza Planet, with the overall score being 3-1 in favor of Pizza Planet. Kind of surprised Korean didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, this is the overtime bomb. This is one. It was over at that point, but if the door was shut, that bomb locked it.
Yes.
Lock, deadbolt, send it. We're done. Gosh, this has been a really great matchup.
It has.
Really enjoyed.
Great plays from both teams. Nova was setting just as blistering of a pace through Route 66, if not more so than Pizza Planet did on their attack, but just like Pizza Planet, they stalled out on C.
I think they were within about 10-15 seconds of one another going into C. The difference was, while they stabilized in those doorways, they used significantly more ultimates to do it, which left them a little dry, and it let them ended up finishing the map. Buen juego indeed, Korean. It was a good game.
Well, now is the fun part.
Oh gosh.
Get to do MVPs. So, who you thinking on the tank lines? Start there.
So I have a pretty mixed take on this, because I'm pretty split.
I also am.
I really liked Hawk's play, John's play.
Yeah, Hawks is really, really good.
And I would argue, in terms of overall roundedness of tank play, he was a very strong competitor.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I would say there's an obvious DPS candidate that also comes from Nova, which would be AJ's hit scan play, which
Yeah.
is just insane. But the same can be said over on Pizza Planet. Like, the DPS out of Super Ninja, specifically, like, it was just the one map, but the Pharah play was bellissima. It was so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any thoughts on the support line?
The support line, I mean, clean was, like, really, really clean all night long. Just the management, especially, like, when they were playing the Echo Pharah, they were doing a really good job with managing both of those DPS. I had no complaints at all with Clean's work. There were multiple times throughout the night where I'm like, oh, this fight was brought back because of, like, Clean on support.
I can certainly get behind that. He showed up playing a lot of different things, and I think it all looked pretty good. So I like that.
I would be between either Clean or Safety Foam.
Indeed, I thought Safety Foam looked good as well, but given that we're already split on how we would want to give the Nova's award, I'm gonna say Clean Poopy's gonna take home MVP for support.
Okay.
If you agree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I feel like it would be a crime on the DPS line not to give Super Ninja an MVP.
I'm pretty okay with that as well. I think Super Ninja really.
I think if anybody shined
so
tonight, Super Ninja was absolutely it. I mean, Volskaya, they took on 2 hard counters to Pharah, playing Pharah, and just really, really took it down. So.
I agree.
Now the fun part is everybody left.
John Hawk the tank?
Yeah.
And I say, unless you have another thought coming off of Nova,
No.
But I thought he was kind of the staple of their tank line. We saw a lot of different pieces come in and out, and but he was the one that was always there, and I felt like he always put up the numbers that we wanted, what we needed. He was, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all from us then, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have anything you'd like to say to our lovely audience?
Well, I'd like to say thanks for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed. This was a really, really strong match in my opinion, so just, again, thank you. Anything you would like to say?
Yeah. No. This was my first real cast with Overwatch Oasis, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll be back, if you're Avadi will have me, probably with him a fair bit.
Yeah.
Have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay quarantined.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your state says otherwise. Have a fantastic evening.
Good night, everybody.